Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. This is Dark Anime Robin. In this video, I'll be unboxing and reviewing the Transformer Studio Series Deluxe Class Autobot Jazz action figure from the Transformers, the movie, an animated movie released in the year 1986. And let's quickly check out the details we have on the case here. So we have the transparency, which you can through it you can see the figure itself, and you have a picture of Jazz here as well as his vehicle form, which is a fancy sports car. And on the back we have a picture from the movie and the character bio here, and again the main picture for the figure itself and his vehicle mode. It looks like it takes 20 steps to transform between these two modes. And now let's get the figure out of the case. So here we have the figure tied on the card, and here's this an accessory, most likely the blaster weapon figure, and we have the instruction manual here. So now let's get the figure and the blaster loose. Here we go, and looks like we still have to open up the feet there, and the legs is originally kind of clicked together, so I just unclick them. Good, the figure can stand very well on its own. Let's get this open too. Here's the blaster. Let's first check out the articulation of this figure. He can turn his head left and right easily, and he can also look up a little bit, although not all the way up, and cannot really look down, but close enough. He can raise his arms laterally. Can turn. Although this piece is on the back, prevents him from being able to turn his arm backward all the way. Can also bend the arm at the elbow joint. So this helps him put up like a fighting stance or punching stance. You can also twist its forearm. So again, this kind of helps with putting on a punching pose. You can kick his legs up like 90 degrees and bend its knees. Same thing with the other leg. And you can also turn it side inward and outward, which again helps with this stance pose. And there's a little joint for the feet. Again, this helps adjust his stance and helps with his posability. And you can also twist or turn at its waist. So again, that helps with its posability. Now let's check the first part of the instruction manual, which shows us how the weapons can work with the figure. So Jazz's blaster can be held obviously by his hand, and it can be carried on his back by attaching it on. So let's try. And with the articulation of this figure, you can put on all kinds of gun firing or shooting pose you want Jazz to do here. And finally, here you have to, we can attach the blaster onto the back, and this is how the weapon or the blaster can be carried in robot mode when you don't want the figure to hold it. there's one thing that who I missed earlier. So apparently on either side of this figure's legs, you're supposed to slide these wheels down like that in robot mode. And actually it looks kind of a little bit better that way. And this the one more articulation regarding the figure's legs. You can also split up like that. So with this, you can actually kind of do a kicking pose. So, of course, it's hard to maintain the balance, but it can be done if managed carefully. And with that, we basically cover all the feature for this figure in robot mode. And now let's check out the instruction for changing it to the vehicle mode. So here it looks like we start by flipping up the side wheel piece up like how it was before when the figure first came out of the box, and we flip down the feet and push it up a little bit, then slide the legs up and click them together, and then you rotate the arms like 90-degree outward, flipping the hands, and then we raise the whole upper body and the chest section so it can transform into like the front section of the car or vehicle mode. And then we have to like change the interior and flip down the head. And also have to change the arm a bit so they can be flip inward to become like the front wheels. And the back armor, you pull flip it back up, pull out another section to become like the top cover for the vehicle mode. And then you push everything down and click everything in place. And on the sides, the side panels, you also fit them or click them inward. And finally, we'll have the sports car vehicle mode, and you can simply put the blaster on top, and then everything is complete this way. And now let's begin the transformation. And now, so again, we first by changing the legs. And then click them together. And now rotate the arms outward and put the hands into the arms. Then we pull the head down, and this waist section, it's a bit tricky because we don't want to turn the whole lower body, we just want to turn this waist section 180-degree this way, like this. And this part has to flip upward. So the front section of the vehicle mode is complete. Just one more thing to do. We have to turn the arms inward like this, and then we pull out another panel on the back piece. Obviously, should have removed this blaster first, but now we're almost done here. So first we click this panel in here, and then we secure the front part. And finally, we have to fold down the side panels to fit this into the hinge here. This here. And now everything's secured and transformation finished. We have Jazz in his sports car vehicle mode. As you can see, we have a very fancy sport cars here, and like most transformers that turn into cars, they still have wheels. So Jazz has the wheels that can turn in this vehicle mode. However, looks like we have a small issue here. The wheels cannot really be, the best proper term should be aligned in this vehicle mode. So it's, well, the back wheels are easy to work, the front wheels are hard to roll, at least on flat surface. Maybe if you're rolling on carpet or some other rough surface, it can turn easily. But overall, this is still very good looking vehicle. So even if you don't want to do anything with it, it's still basically just good to look at. And as you saw from the instruction manual, we just have to attach the blaster onto the vehicle this way. And you can turn a little bit so you can make it look like Jazz is pointing his weapon in different direction in the vehicle mode. With that, we have covered all the features of this figure in both robot and vehicle mode. This figure is based on the original or G1 Transformer cartoons Autobot Jazz. Any collector or Transformer fans who want to get a improved version of the G1 Transformer action figure, this would be a good choice. And again, this figure looks kind of fancy both in robot and vehicle mode. So if nothing else, it makes a very good transformable decoration. This concludes my review for this figure. Thanks everyone for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please click like and subscribe to my channel, and please check out other videos from my channel. If you have any question, please leave them in the comment section. I will answer with the best of my knowledge and ability.